I think that Neurographica method is the most amazing method to change the negative patterns in your subconscious mind. One of the principles on Neurographica says that problems are creation of your mind. And Neurographica helped me to release many blocks, looping patterns, negative thoughts, limited beliefs. It works 100%. If you draw Neurographica, you have no choice but be successful. Neurographica comes from two words, neuro and graphica. It's working on your neurons with a graphic gesture. It's like doing the brain surgery with the marker on your hand. So Neurographica is a creative approach to transform your life in many different directions at any time for any life project. Can be used by adults and kids. It's simple but mighty, and it changed the life of many people. It harmonizes and balances your life in many aspects: healing, relationship, business, reaching your goals easier, changing quality of your life, sharpen your focus and intuition. Neurographica is the young metamodern method. The birthday of Neurographica is April 29, 2014. Pavel Piskarev is the father and creator of Neurographica. He is also the master, the guru, the professor, the psychologist, the architect, the best teacher of Neurographica. Neurographica method is the fastest growing scientifically proven method in the world. Even in universe, we have a star called Neurographica. Neurographica is very effective and a tangible method because when you draw Neurographica, you can see it and you can feel how it works on you. With Neurographica, our brain can resolve any problem and find the solution. It is simply wow. How does Neurographica look like? If you look around us and all objects were created by man, you will see the straight lines everywhere, like the walls of the buildings, the furniture, the poles on the street, the paved roads, the frames behind me. Everything has a straight line. If you look at the nature, everything in nature has a bionic line, and the bionic line is the line which goes unpredictable, the way you're not expecting her to see, and it doesn't repeat itself on each of its segment. I want to show you a few examples on the picture I brought with me so you can understand what I mean by bionic lines. The first picture is the picture of the mountains and the clouds, and as you see the edge, the tip of the mountains and around the clouds, there is a bionic line which doesn't repeat itself, and it goes everywhere unpredictably. It also looks like round. There is another example, the flowing lava. You also can see that the lines go kind of wavy, unpredictable. It doesn't repeat itself and it looks rounded. Another picture of the waves on the shore. The line of that wave is also a bionic line. There's another one, a ripple of the sands under the water. You see it's also a very bionic line. Also, besides the nature outside of us, nature inside of us also has a bionic line, and I'm just going to show you a few examples. Here's the lungs, and you see bronchioles are also bionic lines. Our vessels, circulatory system has also those lines. In our brains as well, we have all those wavy pattern, and neuron and neural connections look just like this, wavy, unpredictable, doesn't repeat itself. Same way look our universe, the stars have that bionic line. So Neurographica is also very bionic. The lines of the Neurographica, we call them neural lines. On the lines of Piskarev has a bionic nature, and using those lines we have a bionic solution to the problem. Now we're going to start to draw those lines. I'm going to show you how to do it. You're going to do it with me, And don't worry, one of the principles of Neurographica says drawing is easy. And now I will show you how you draw the Neurographica line. When you draw it, it doesn't repeat itself and it goes where we don't expect it to go. What doesn't mean it doesn't repeat itself? If we divide the Neurographica line on even segments, then we see that they don't resemble each other. So you need the printing A4 format paper and also black markers, preferably 3 different points of thickness. I prefer to use brand Sharpie, and here I have a chisel tip which is very thick. I'll tell you more what is the difference. I also have the fine point marker which creates a middle thickness lines, and I also have a ultra fine point Sharpie which creates a very thin line. In Neurographica we create our pictures as a 3-dimensional pictures which reflects to our physical, mental, emotional, spiritual levels. And different thickness of lines also create a volume in the pictures, and our brain reacts to that volume even more effective. To practice how to draw Neurographica, I want to show you next exercise. So put the point marker at the end of the line, and now think of where you want to go. Do you want to go up, straight, down? And where you want to go, just go different way. Let's say, stop here. You want to go up, but instead I'm going to go down. Or you want to go straight, but instead of go up. You slightly change the angle of your path. By doing this, you're creating a new neural patterns in our brain. As soon as we move line not by our stereotype, we encounter the unexpected events, we grew our new neuron connections in brain. And life start to have a new scenario. You draw a new road, you create new life, a new way of thinking. And one of 10 principles in Neurographica says the solution has bionic quality. To practice how to draw a neurographic line, I also suggest you another exercise. You can print it from internet, the image of the clouds or the water ripples, and then you take a marker and you just start to go along those bionic lines. And this exercise will start to help you to feel how the line may go. All you have to do is just like follow the line and see what do you feel when you draw the lines like this. What comes to you? So that's a very, very good exercise. And as you see that the line comes completely different with a different vibration. Okay, and on the water there will be also another frequency, another bionic line. So do at least one picture for each clouds and ripple effect, and you will good to go next. And now let's continue to draw some more lines. Every line is a continuation of our thought, and we see that the lines start to conjoin with each other, touch each other, cross each other, and create a single network. They start to communicate or talk with each other, and every intersections of those lines create a sharp angle. Our subconscious mind sees this angle as a conflict or anxiety or point of tension. And an angle sometimes sees our subconscious mind as a dangerous, sharp object like a thorn, claw, or scissors. In Neurographica, we can resolve this problem graphically. All we need to do is round our angles by doing this and then extend it to the line. Let me show it first for you in a big way. So if the line cross each other, we need to draw kind of like a smiley face around this part and then extend it to the line. And then we do it from each corner. And we extend it and make it bionic. And another one. And another one. And when we finish it, you see that it looks like a neuron and nerves. What mistakes can happen when we do rounding not corrected? Some people do it this way. When the line cross, they just simply make a little square, and instead of 4 angles, they create 8 angles. So this is not a good way to do. Some people do it this way. They do this rounding, smiling face, but they don't extend it to the line itself, and instead they do have like an offspring of the line, and this creates also sharp edges. So this is also not a good way to do. You need to really do it neatly and nicely. So this is also not a good way. This is the good way where you see it nicely rounding and the line is extended and we have a bionic shape. Okay. One of another principle of Neurographica says that the world consists of lines and shape. So we also using the different shapes figure in our composition in Neurographica. We use circles, squares, triangles, stars, spirals, and others. But for the beginners, it is highly recommended to start with the circle. Why? Because it is most harmonized and balanced of all. To pick the place where you're going to draw the shape, you go either way. Either you find where you see the most intersections of the line, like for example, I see lots of lines intersection here, and I will draw a nice circle, so my brain see it like something is going on here. Or sometimes you draw a figure where you already kind of see it, like for example here I see that there is already line starting a circle right here, so it kind of I want to do it right here. And then when you draw the figure, you also make them vibrate, like through the waved lines, so they have a vibration. Your brain pick them up, and then your task is to round all the corners we created just between the figures and the lines. It's our subconscious minds also see it as a conflict, so our task is nicely rounding all these corners. Okay, so when you start to round those corners, you start to feel the change inside of you. Some people feel hot or warm goes down the body. Some people, have a deep exhale of releasing something deep within them. Different kinds of reactions. You need to listen of those reactions while you draw the Neurographica, because it can give you many answers in your own discovery. So as soon as our all corners are rounded, we feel the release. If you want to work with another shapes, we need to first finish the class of neuromodeling, because if you don't use those shapes correctly, you can create more conflict and undesirable results in your life.